How's it going, creators? Welcome you to the Creathieves Podcast. We're here to steal your attention, replace it with discussion, and leave you with lessons to aid you in your venture into the creatives journey. Welcome to the Creathieves Podcast, your go-to source for creativity. In this podcast, we will explore each other introduction into the creative world and how the Creathieves Podcast will help you through that journey. Get ready to learn something new and expand your knowledge. So without further ado, let's dive in.
I am Chad Ray Del Rosario. You can call me Chad, Ray, or even Adi. I am an aspiring illustrator in both traditional and digital mediums and has some interest in writing, with a project in work in progress. I have done some commission work in the past but currently have not reopened as I wanted to improve my skills. Art is something you must tame, as it is the power to create. As you are free to draw or create anything, it doesn't mean you should. Create that thing. Art represents you. Do not represent yourself with filth.
The name is Aljofrey Ablang. Al in short. I'm a digital illustrator, sometimes traditional. My artist name is Yitbits. I work as a multimedia artist and mostly just draw for fun. But I'm rarely open for commission works. I can do video editing, a little bit of sound design and photo editing. The reason I rarely take commission is because I believe that I still have many room for improvements before I introduce myself to the multimedia world. Originally, my life goal was to join the military, but then my parents feared for my safety and convinced me to pursue being an artist and support me all the way. That's all I want to reveal for now. Thank you for listening.
I am Dan Nico Nicolas. You can call me as Nico. And my artist name is Grimshaw. So, my philosophy or quote in life as an artist is, if they don't know your dreams, they can shoot them down. So, I'm a music producer and have produced an EP or mixtapes for rappers, and also big ups to Mr. Paul Agravante for the UAAP esport trailer. He introduced me, so I would like to thank him for that. I started music producing way back 2020 when I listened to Travis Scott's Birds in the Trap Sing Mac Night album. It inspired me to make beats like that and bop into its unique overall style and music. Also, I'm still learning. Even if my skills have progressed, I still have a lot to keep up for myself. So that's all.
Hello, I am Sandro D. Brillantes. My pseudonym is LXND. It doesn't have much meaning outside of being a random mix of letters from my first name. Pronounce it however you like, since I like freedom, but I tend to say it as LXND. Anyway, I am an artist. I draw traditionally, primarily in pen, ink, and paper. I am currently focusing on digital arts as my main medium, although as many tools I have in control of in the digital medium, I find myself more creative within the box of drawing only with a pen and paper. When it comes to philosophy, I am kind of lacking. The meaning and undertones of what I make tend to be more on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes, I might be more on the simple side of things and will likely work in a minimalist approach. Other times, I work complicatedly, forming lots of layers on my art and continuously adding on to what I have. I would like people to not box themselves with whatever people say or want them to be. Instead, create your own box. We all have our likes and dislikes, although these personal details are made by our experiences and environment that we don't control. I do believe there is a kind of fate to what you end up being. You may like it, you may not. It depends on how much you agree with fate. If you don't, then change it. Change your box.
My name is Paul Angelo Agravante. My artist name is Legend. And my main philosophy is, as an artist, my mission is to leave a legacy. Something remarkable wherever my artistry is applied. I am a multimedia artist, graphic designer, video editor, event videographer since 2022, host social media marketing strategies at Youth Activated Resback Podcast, and head director of Manghang Multimedia Production, established since 2023. And I discovered my talent in video editing back in high school days. There is this assigned group task in our Filipino class, and the context of that video is a storytelling of a alamat. At dahil napakalayo ng bahay ko sa mga kagrupo ko, I decided na, sige, magsasolo na lang ako and maximize the tools that I had possible. Filmora, simple lights, and sound effects in YouTube, and cinematic preset loads from Filmora Mobile. Yes, you heard that right. I started in mobile editing, and the next is history. So from video editing 2018 to graphic design 2019 to videography 2020 to social media marketing strategies 2021 up to present to current creative director of Youth Activated, media production director of Send the Word of Life Global Outreach, and with all the years of my experience, I still acknowledge that I have more to learn because there is always a big fish around the corner. And you, the one who is watching here, you might be that bigger fish. And yeah, if I were to go big as a multimedia artist, I will stay grounded and be thankful to the people that are part of my journey. And of course, thankful to God, the Creator. Okay, now that we are done with our introduction, let us start the discussion. Now that you know us individually, you must be eager to know what we are about. We are passionate creatives who loves exploring the process of art and life. We all have experiences and curiosities that we personally have exposed to. As creatives, we have honed each other skills through mornings, afternoon, and through sleepless nights. We continually use our blood, sweat, and tears to obtain our current abilities. To win or to fail, willingly or not, and through our ability or circumstances, we learned and carved our present selves.
This podcast, The Creathieves, is our dedicated project, formed for the curious, the newcomers, and the future professional creatives of the Philippines. For and by creatives and Filipinos. But for what purpose would this podcast be?
The purpose of our podcast is to inform, guide, and create a bond to our fellow creatives, especially the curious, the talented, and we won't forget the late bloomers. Art and creation isn't restricted by age or ability. It is a will, a mindset to provide your emotion and thoughts into a medium for others and notably yourself. Some of us have experienced and some of us learned that in Philippines, not all but the majority lack knowledge towards the career that they are pursuing.
There is a gray area towards any creative's future careers, service, value, and path towards growth as an artist. Hanggang freelance lang ba ang magagawa ng mga artists? May pera ba talaga sa Pilipinas ang art? Worth it ba? And isakripisyo ko para dito? Not just the questions of viability, but will also cover a wide range of topics from history, different art forms, to AI. We are very dedicated to this venture. So much so that we invite various local professionals and colleagues in the creative industry to further learn from the topics we will discuss.
But why did we create this? Believe it or not, we want to educate and inspire our fellow creatives to pursue their dreams and turn them into reality.
So what can you expect from this podcast? One is in-depth interviews with inspiring creatives and industry professionals, our experiences and stories concerning our creative careers, discussions on the impact of AI and technology on the art world, practical tips and advice for aspiring creatives, and lastly, conversations about art, life, and everything in between. Whether you are a beginner, intermediate, or even if you consider yourself proficient with your skills, we all can learn from each other's experiences. So join us. We know you'll learn because we'll learn too. Side by side, we will develop into our informed and skillful and experienced selves our better selves.
Now that we are reaching our closure, I would like to recast what we have been saying this whole episode. The Creathieves Podcast is a platform dedicated to Filipino creatives. It aims to provide information, guidance, and community to aspiring established artists. The podcast will cover a wide range of topics, from art history and technique to the impacts of AI on the creative industry by sharing personal experiences, interviewing industry professionals, and offering practical advice. The podcast seeks to inspire and empower creatives in the Philippines. The goal is to help artists navigate the challenges of the creative industry, explore new possibilities, and ultimately achieve their artistic goals.
If you want to support us individually, you can follow us in our respective social link in the description.
To support the Creathieves Podcast, or if you want to see more of what we do, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and our YouTube. Be sure to like and share to stay updated to our latest episodes.
We would greatly appreciate your interactions, as it would greatly help us reach fellow creatives. Anyways,
This has been the Creatives.
And we hope
To continue
To steal
Your attention,
next time.
starting a creative revolution. Together we create. Together we rise.
We are creatives.